Hello beautiful people, how are you going? We're on day 13 of the energy shift. Just straighten that collar a little bit. And for once I'm not in my pajamas. How does it get any better? So in pondering what to talk about today and where to actually go with our energy shift, I was just reflecting over the day and asking what stood out today. And what actually stood out today, beyond all of the other stuff going on in the world and stuff going on with my friends and, you know, all of the stuff going on, the death and the sickness and the manipulations and, you know, all of the stuff happening. The one thing that really stood out to me today was this massive tree. And if you've seen some of my other posts from today, you'll see I actually managed to grab a photo of it for my photo a day challenge. And it was just this most glorious, beautiful tree. And as I was sitting here, just reflecting on that tree and how absolutely amazing it was, it reminded me of this book that I listened to on Audible called The Hidden Life of Trees by Peter Wollonbin. Absolutely incredible book. And I will actually really enjoy listening to that one again. I don't often re-listen to books or reread books, but every now and then one sort of pops out and goes, yeah, let's do that one. So what I'd like to invite you to today is we'll learn some stuff from the trees today. And we'll shift some energy using the gifts of the trees, the capacity of the trees. So when we think of the trees and in a forest type situation, there's a lot of battles that go on in a forest. It's not all, you know, ease and flowers and fairy farts. There's a lot that goes on. And these battles over, you know, who gets to grow up tall, who doesn't, you know, these battles over who gets water and who doesn't. But there's also an incredible space of communion that goes on with the trees of the same family. Sometimes they have a cohesive relationship with some other plants as well. And of course there's the relationship that the trees have with fungi, and with things like ants and like other little bugs and things. And it's really fascinating. If you ever get a chance to either read or listen to The Hidden Life of Trees, I highly recommend it. But one of the things that stood out for me is that when a tree gets to a point where its time is up and it falls over, the rest of the trees around it don't sit there and go, oh, we've lost Bob. They go to work, and the world of the forest goes to work breaking down the trunk and all the branches and all of the stuff and all the bugs and everything. They go into action mode of actually creating and changing the energy that tree was standing up, which is now lying down, into nourishment for the other trees around. So today it's about looking at death in a different way. It's about acknowledging that, you know, there are a lot of people who have died. There's a lot of people who are dying. There's a lot of people who are dying from a lot of other things other than the thing that the government is pushing at the moment. So let's draw some energy and contribute some energy through the trees today. For me, I'll be focusing on that lovely big tree I saw at the park, because that was pretty amazing. It was just all the branches were just like massive and going in this big huge canopy, and it was just so beautiful. And seeing, like when I looked over up, like when I was looking up and seeing how the branches from one tree and the other tree, they were nearly touching but just not quite. There's actually a special reason for that, because when trees actually touch, if there's big winds and stuff, they can actually break each other, so they don't do that. They give each other just that little bit of space. There's the personal space zone, isn't that cute? Okay. Right. Let's have a look at this. Take a big deep breath, my friends, and close your eyes. Slowly let that back out again. And another big deep breath, and I'd like you to just shake your arms down to the sides as if you're shaking off a bunch of water. And now as you breathe in, imagine that we've got Mother Earth energy coming up through our feet, as if our feet are right into the earth. Imagine that. Got your feet fully into the earth like the roots of a tree. And Mother Earth energy is now coming right up through your feet, through your legs, through your pelvis, all the way up through your body, all the way up through your back and your shoulders, through your arms, through the crown of your head. Nice shifting of energy, my friends. All the way up, through the crown and out beyond, fanning out like all the branches of the tree, like a full canopy above your head. Just imagine Mother Earth energy is doing that too, like flowing all the way up through your body as if it was the trunk of the tree. And now stretching that energy out. Beautiful. And now just perceive your heart. Perceive your heartbeat. Perceive your lungs. Become aware of the blood pumping through your body. Now, as a tree, all of these actions, especially the blood moving around the body, for a tree, of course, that's water, and it's very, very slow. For us beautiful humans, as beautiful beings, it's much, much quicker. So I'd like you to just perceive that now. Now I'd like you to imagine placing your hands out in front of you, and as if you're touching a tree. Maybe a favourite tree of yours, maybe one you've seen just today like I did. And imagine touching the bark, feeling the bark of the tree. Feeling the vibration of the wind as it moves through the leaves and the branches. Imagine feeling the vibrations as birds land or leave. And now imagine you can actually feel the water moving through the tree, slowly chugging along, right out to where it's needed, out to where it's required. Perceive seasons that a tree goes through where it can have that water pulled back from the leaves for the winter, pulled back into the center of the tree for nourishment and nurturing of the tree during the cold winter months. And now perceive spring with more water coming down from the sky, being sucked up through from the roots of the earth, moving it up through the trunk of the tree, and perceive the tree microscopically going, like sucking it up. All the way up through the branches, all the way out to the very tips where it begins to grow buds for leaves or flowers, fruit after the flowers, of course. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done. And now I'd like you to take all of that knowledge, all of that peacefulness, all of the calmness. Have one hand on the tree, place one hand on your heart. And whatever knowledge the tree has, whatever universal knowledge the tree has that it's willing to share with you now, please, if you would like, be willing to receive that knowledge. Be willing to receive the knowledge of the trees and of the earth. Whatever that is for you, allow that to come through your hand, through your arm, into your body, into your heart. And now from the space that we're in, please send gratitude back through your arm to the tree. That beautiful space of gratitude that you be. Send that right back through to the tree. It's a gifting and a receiving. Being that space of total communion with the tree, which is so important. So important to be this space with Mother Earth and all the gifts that she gives us on a daily basis. Every moment, every second of every day. She is literally gifting us with life. It's time to send some of that back through as well. The gratitude of life. And the gift of our bodies when we die. Thank you, tree, for everything that you be. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for sharing the energy. Take your hand off the tree now. Drop it down into your lap. Just be space for a moment. Take a big deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in. And out. Now imagine you're standing under the lovely big waterfall. It just washes away any of the worries and woes that you've had today. Letting them all go. Any of the things that have been troubling you that you feel like you're going round and round and round, just let them all go. All go with the water. Now we're standing on the big warm river rock. Continuing with that beautiful Mother Earth energy rolling up through our legs, up through our pelvis, up through our bellies, up through all of our chakra centers, all the way to the crown and beyond. Of course, down our arms to our fingertips. Big breath in and out. A big breath in and out. When you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for coming to play. Oh, gosh, I feel so relaxed now. That feels really good. How does it get any better, honey? The gift of the trees. Yum. Alrighty, beautifuls. I'll talk to you later. Talk to you tomorrow. Sleep well. Do well. Be you. Enjoy the gift that you be. Just like the trees are there for us tonight. Love you.